the London Olympic outing. Of course, we all targeted for gold, but looking at the performance of Dr. Lee Chong Wei and Koo and Tan, we feel that Dr. Lee Chong Wei has performed well, even though he fall short of delivering the first goal for the Malaysian team. But I think he played well, and it's only a marginal loss that all of you would have also witnessed his game, in spite of his injury 9 weeks before the Olympic. And we also would like to put on record and appreciation to all people who have helped him along the way for him to recover and also to be in top form for the Olympics. And Koo and Tan, I think we expect him to at least deliver the bronze. But unfortunately, we met the Korean pair, and they lost to the Korean pair. So we also look at how countries perform. Okay, and we found that Malaysia did not perform badly because we are number 3. Of course, China, nobody can beat China in the whole world. Okay, they have won 5 medals, 5 gold medals. Okay, yeah. You see, when you look at it, we are number 3. Okay, Denmark, because they have 1 silver and 1 bronze. If we have got our bronze, I think we are ranked number 2 together with Denmark. Okay, even Japan is lower than us. Indonesia is 0. Russia got 1 bronze. Okay, India got 1 bronze, and Korea 1 bronze. So when you look objectively, as a country, we don't really perform that bad. Okay, and in ASEAN, I think we're the only country that won medal. Okay, so we take note of that. That is also the report by from the Olympics. Let me see. Okay, I think another news I think for you will be about Koo and Tan partnership. Okay, we deliberated at length about Koo and Tan. You know, there are a lot of opinion about this pair. This pair have approached us. They would like us to consider giving them the last chance for the World Championship next year. Okay, and we deliberated at length, and we finally decided. Of course, I don't want to tell you what went on in the discussion, but I think we finally decided, okay, we give them the last chance because this is what they want, and we'll make it very clear to them that this is the last chance for them. But in spite of that, we will also expose them to other partners, and they should be also, we will be fielding them with other partners on the lesser tournaments, so that if they can't make it, say, by the time for the World Championship, or they don't perform well, at least we have other partners that we can partner them. Okay, and the target for them must be very clear, and Exco recommended that at least they must be able to go to the final for the World Championship. Okay, this is the target set for them. Okay, I think the rest is housekeeping matters. Okay, and probably you would like to know also the structure of CNT, how we're going to develop our players from now on. Okay, as we mentioned earlier, we are going to have a longer time frame, 3 Olympic cycles. I think that remains, because I think the longer Olympic cycle, I think we can have better planning, and many things can be done. Okay, we can dream of getting gold at the longer term, but we also recognize that we have to have a project team for each Olympic year. So for 2016, 2020, and 2024. So there will be specific project teams to manage the Olympics, 3 Olympic cycles. Okay, and one of the changes to the structure of our coaching, coaching, what you call it, team will be the appointment of a project manager. Okay, we found that the problem with high performance director is that to find the person, we all agree the structure will not change much, but the problem that we are facing today is to find the warm body to fill in the position. This is the biggest challenge. I think we cannot find somebody that have the competency for the job to really perform. Okay, so if we can find a manager will be a person who has strong managerial ability and qualities. Because managing is what? Getting results by working with other members of the organization. If you have a high performance director, he must be very technically competent, and also a good manager. And I think to have both qualities in the person is almost impossible, unless you have names to suggest. We found that difficulty in finding that person. Okay. By having a manager, we should complement the technical expertise by the chief coach of the single team and the doubles team. By doing this, I think we will complement each other, a good manager and the technical expertise. Okay, and we hope this will work better than just high performance director that we are looking at one person having the technical competency as well as the managerial qualities. By doing this, we hope that decisions of the coaches will remain at the manager's level, and of course they will have to inform CNT, and of course CNT will inform the Exco of decisions that are taking place among the coaching team and the players. In the past, we did not interfere with the coach's recommendation. Normally, the coaches will make the recommendation to the CNT, and the CNT will look into it. And most of the time, I think we never objected, isn't it? We never went our way and said, no, we disagree with you. And okay, so even though CNT is a higher body, but normally we go along with the recommendations of the coaches. Okay. Okay, we also decided to appoint Wong Tak Meng as a women's singles coach. Okay, and to appoint Tuan Haji Rashid as a single overall chief coach. And Tan Kim He as overall doubles chief coach. I think that's all, isn't it? Yeah. Any question from the
three project managers?
Pardon me?
The three project managers?
Three managers? No, we don't. We have not. We have not identified the warm bodies, I call it.
It's just positions created.
Huh?
It's just positions created.
Position created, yes. And there will be one overall project manager heading the whole thing.
Oh, so it's like the main person of the whole structure.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the project manager.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it similar to a national coaching director? Would that be a similar position? Is that they will oversee the whole?
You see, a manager, what? A manager is to get results, okay? But he has target. His target is the Olympic cycle. Okay, of course, it's not only Olympic. The other milestone will be building up to the Olympics, World Championship, All England, that kind of thing. So that will be part of his KPI. Okay, so it's more specific. We want to call him a project manager because it's a project. He has to focus on this kind of thing, And when it comes to CNT, it's like companies, when it goes to the board, the marketing GM will come and brief the board, okay? Because the board members cannot be making decision, the nitty-gritty about marketing, So you must have like one-stop center, one person who's competent. Well, if he has the technical expertise, is good, but not necessarily that he has to have a very competent technical expertise, But he must be a damn good manager, because a manager is a person who gets things done by working with other members of the organization. And if he has not much of expertise, technical expertise, then he has to complement with the coaches, you know. So, but he made the decision. He organized, he strategized how our team is going to fare in certain tournaments. Okay, this is where we fine tune from high performance director, because high performance director means the person must have technical competency as well as managerial competency, and it's very difficult. You see, you see, we have this 3-man team or 4-man team to fill that position, and we think it cannot work that way. You know, we must find somebody. Okay, but that was only a stopgap measure before the Olympic, because in 1 year's time we cannot find the one person. At least we have this 3-man, 4-man team. It was a temporary measure. We know that.
That means the elite program, Rashid, Kimper, and the school. I mean the long term, the 2024 and 2024, all will report to this project manager.
Yes.
1 for 3 programs.
Yeah. Because you see, we deliberated. I don't mind expanding on this issue. You see, we deliberated because some of us are CEOs and managers in managing companies. You know, we found that if we have a watertight compartment, 2016, 2020, 2024, then the experience organizing 2016 will not be passed. You see, so we need a person who sees the whole thing. Okay, then he will say, okay, after the 2016, they will do a post-mortem. They will see, okay, if you are given a second chance to organize it, what have you done wrong, or you can do better? Understand? That will benefit in the next cycle. And like any company, when you do budgeting, you do business plan, you know, you always do what you call it audit, okay, of the last business cycle, isn't it? So the same methodology will be applicable here.
So what will be the KPI for this person? Because he's going to oversee the whole stock loss barrel of your thing.
Very simple. What is the KPI of BM? It has to cascade down.
Are you going to give him 12 years? Because you're talking about already 2024?
No. You see, doesn't mean the person will stay for 12 years. You see, when you have a person there, he's a manager, okay? He manages all the 3 projects, okay? But he might stay there for 6 years. He might move on to another organization or he gets a better job offer. But this is where we document all the experience. So we have to institutionalize, okay, the knowledge, the experience of of BM and this activity, so that the next person that comes in to fill his position will have the benefit. See, we have to manage the knowledge and the experience, okay, of the last 6 years, say for instance, okay, before this guy leaves. And that will be part of the knowledge of the next person who comes in, you know. Because before we can see, when he goes, the knowledge and experience goes with him, you know. And we want to document all those kind of experiences so that it will be institutionalized. So experience and knowledge will be documented.
It is another way of saying that you're forming a department within BM, in a way like national team department, management department, where you have 3 project managers and 1 overall head, basically to look after the management of badminton national teams at every level in BM.
No, it's like this, okay? Say for instance, okay, the core activity of BM, okay, the central is basically badminton. What do you do in badminton? You develop players, and then you enter your players into in major international tournaments, and we expect them to win this tournament, isn't it? That is basically our job, okay, our business, okay. So how can we win? We can produce players. We can produce top 20 players. They are all world class, but that's not what we want. We can produce world class players, but we want to produce world beaters. Okay, we want to win Olympic medal. We want to win, say, All England. So this is the KPI of the organization. Okay, how this KPI will cascade down to the levels of management in the organization. I think this is the key. And the core a function of BM is to produce these world beaters. Okay, the world beaters must be among the players that we train, and they are world class players. Okay, now who is going to manage all that? This is where the project manager, okay, is going to be based on project. Of course, the Olympic is the highest. Okay, so the milestone, the highest milestone in any of this cycle is the Olympic. But it doesn't mean that Olympic is the only. But this is the climax of that cycle. Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to understand now. Let's say now Rashid Siddiq is the chief coach, singles.
Yeah.
So he reports to the project manager. So who comes under Rashid? Is it the 2016 coaches?
Oh, both.
2020 coaches is all under Rashid. So Rashid overlooks the whole elite, beta, and also the future.
Project. 2016. Yeah. Or 2016 only.
Only 2016. Then the 2020?
And then we have to find
another project manager who will report to this project.
Because you cannot give him.
So this HBD is overall.
No, there's no HBD because we know that we can't.
Manager.
It's the project
Project
manager.
manager.
They call it. It's the same actually. It's a high performance.
No.
concept,
The
but
job spec is this. The criteria to find this person.
So you have 3 or you have only 1?
One for the overall.
We have 4. So 3, 1 for each project, each 4 years, and 1
Then
overall.
we have not decided to put a manager for each project, but we want to have one, and then let him decide. Because this is you must find that.
But now you have said Rashid Siddiq will be only the elite, right? And not even 2016. correct?
2016, yes.
Or together with 2016. So the other, there will be another group, the younger one.
2020 and 2024.
So somebody will have to manage
Yes,
that.
yes, yes.
They will also report to this project
Oh yes.
manager.
Because then this is right. We don't want a watertight compartment. Okay, then the experience of organizing the 2016 will not be passed to the next cycle. So we want this to be passed to the next cycle. So BM will be a learning organization because there's no university that can teach us how to win gold medal in the Olympics. So we have to have a learning organization to do it. Okay.
Apa, head of manager, and then ada 3 project, 2016, 20 and 24, and then under 16 dia ada project manager sendiri 2016, and then ada project manager, ada 3 coach macam tu, Rashid, Takmeng and Kim He. Kau macam mana?
No,
you kata Rashid tak handle
dia ada single dengan double.
single double.
Okay, and then Rashid will be the single.
Okay.
Tamim will be the double. Okay, and
Kim
Kim He, sorry.
Okay.
So
Adakah mereka bertindak sebagai project manager untuk 2016 ataupun orang lain sebagai handle 2016?
we have not discussed the structure to manage in terms of this project 2016, 2020 and 2024. Okay, but